Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back again, of course, with another Paladins video. We're playing Betty today. I'm sure you already knew that. Standard Betty, continuing the sort of series I've had for the past week or so on the channel. I've got a bunch of videos coming soon. I have a bunch of characters that I know I need to cover, so I'm going to start with Betty and then kind of go down the classes in sort of alphabetical order, and yeah, kind of go through, do normal updated videos from Betty's setup. Isn't necessarily the standard here, what I've been running for quite a while with the F heal extra, distance on it and health. With this ammo card, which is really important to have level 1, but God of Bounce of course got nerfed a bit, so it's nowhere near as good as it once was. It's still a solid option if you want a specific playstyle for Betty, but I'd say the more normal thing is fiery disposition, and then something like this with the right click reset, which I've also had up, but I also still have the movement buffs in here and the health as well as the ammo gen, just because I feel like without this the F isn't that good, and 2 points into each of these cards for 80% of a buff to it makes a big difference. Some people ran the right click extra like explosion range, but I don't find that to be that good, but it is really the only card here that I would consider, and I want to point out for you if you're putting a loadout together, because a lot of the other ones here are sadly sort of dead and not really, playable or see much play. Although there's a few kind of, you get what I mean. Shouts to those of you guys that noticed that the upload schedule is a little bit more regular. I'm going to try and keep it like that and stay sort of consistent. And of course, thank you for the love on the videos now that I'm sort of, back to uploading regularly, which is why I have the list of characters I need to go through and make videos on. Alright, so for game 1, we've got a Siege Bright Marsh. We've got Genos, Anara, Amani, and Andro. Shouts to our Amani there. Pretty good comp. We're up against a Torvald, Ray, Tyra, Talus, and Ying. Don't have that much experience playing Betty on Bright Marsh, or really like tryhard sieges that much. I've only got a level 20 after all, so we'll see how this goes. Really, I'm not sure what to go for here between Fiery or God of Bounce. I feel like I should do Fiery because the last video was on God of Bounce, and we'll try and stick to the floor and play, I guess, less mobile. We'll go Kronos and Nimble. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We've got Darkstalker, Mother's Grace, Splitting, Luminary, Inner Strength, Resonance, Burn Monster Extension, and Direct Current. I feel like I should have got Death Hands. I completely forgot that's like a normal thing to pick up on Betty, and I just, completely blanked. But we've got some good damage there. I'm going to throw some blasts through the window. A couple good hits, actually. Right click, there we go. Massive damage. We've got rid of the Ying there, too. We're going to jump around the side. Massive heals from the Genos. We'll blast over, dash around the side, drop a Q there on the point, and just blast away. Yeah, I really don't have much movement here, but it doesn't feel too bad because obviously with the nerfed talent, you don't have as much speed, so you're just effing more, but you feel slower. Drop a big left click, right click there. Try to time it with the Amani thing. Solid damage. We're going to F around a little bit. Feel really, really slow though, and I definitely should have bought Death Hands. We'll drop a Q in there too. Alright, Anara playing very aggressively. Honestly, she's doing a great job, especially with the wall. Big right click. Finish off the Ying. Okay, the Ray damage thing just completely countering me. Torvald, I think, ulted. Left click, right click, go for the ult. We'll just blast the Ying. Yeah, she's gone. There we go, just remove her from the game. We'll drop a Q back there just to stop him from retreating and jump around a bit. Betty, of course, very, very aggressive when you need it to be. But there we go. 1-0. Needed a bit of a warm-up, but now we're kind of in it and actually doing stuff with Betty. I do like her a hell of a lot, to be honest. I kind of think of her as just a slightly more tuned version of Dredge for the way that I like to play him, but there we go, free kill on the Tyra, free damage, very similar. That is the Amani ult. I've been spamming my kit a ton in this one. It's going to look kind of weird probably when I cut it all up, but that was a Talus ult cancel, I think. We'll just spam some more of our stuff up. I really feel just terrible not having Death Hands here. I said that a ton already, but yeah, Death Hands as a first pick on this sort of map with this team and stuff would have been great. Still shredding them though, because of course we're Betty with the talent here, just dealing crazy damage with very, very little effort. Yeah, 2-0. Team is also just doing crazy. But yeah, like I tried to say in the intro, Genos ult there, getting 2 of them. That's so cheesy, but it is really, really brutal in this map if he gets it well placed. And I don't know what's going on with the left clicks on the window. Sometimes it's a little bit buggy. She does still have some issues, I think, with the F as well. They're all the way back here. What I was trying to say, before I cut myself off, is that Betty fits into a very similar category to some of the other characters in this sort of series of meta things that I've been doing where, yeah, she's really, really underplayed for how good she is, but when I do see her, people absolutely shred. I've gone against a lot of really, really good Bettys. Drop a Q there. Talus with the ult. Ying is just jumping on. They had a really, really weird start. They actually played it safe, I think, because they got cleared, right? We're going to go for our ult as well. Not that I really need to do, but I kind of want to just get a bit of movement and reposition a tad. We'll fly around. I wish I could hold my right click to move my camera without moving my actual thing through a Q there, and actually landed it on the top, but that's kind of a bad spot, to be honest. I don't know if I've ever done that before. I think we're also playing on like the redone Bright Marsh, right, with all the new details and stuff. I haven't pointed that out yet in this video, but I did notice it on some of the little roof parts, that there's a few more little bits that weren't there before. Made it look a little bit less smooth. Amani in a really cheesy spot because they actually can't get to her. Kind of crazy actually that their team comp can't deal with that like at all. We'll just spam over a little bit. I'm trying to do left and right, but I'm not really doing either very well. It's kind of the wrong way to do it. I should have just spammed one side. Talus ult. Oh, I guess he's baiting it again. I don't know why he's screaming so much. It's kind of scaring me. More damage there though. Big right click. We'll throw another one because we've got the reset. Setup with the card level 5 is yeah, just 3 damage. Again, Talos kind of on me there, but we're alright because General's got the heal. Big right click there again. Actually nearly got it fully reset. Didn't really die. I don't know how I took so much, but I got kind of shredded from the freaking Torvald there. I think a really good way to describe Betty for me, and I've said this in other videos, is just like fun. She's a very, very fun character to play. When you've got Death Hands, you're reloading quick, you're blasting, left click, right click combo, tick damage, your F. You feel like you make a really big impact just because of the taunt. Without it, and if you go for the one with the F, you feel it a little bit less, but you're still just so annoying of a character to go against. Talos there with the ult. General's ult to counter. This man is one of the better General's ulters I've probably ever seen. He is putting in insane effort. We'll queue over. Yeah, team is just overall here kind of carrying, but I feel like I'm doing my own thing, so it's kind of working. I wouldn't say I'm being carried. I think the team is just carrying, and I'm also lifting something. Oh no, blast there, and there we go. There is the victory. What was my commentary in that game? I don't know. A bit of a hectic mess, but that represents the match. That was a really good showcase for Betty, but the team made it very easy to do well there. Very little effort required to shred in that one. 9-0-46k. We're out damaged by the Andrew and the Amani, who also didn't get a single death there. Anara put in work. Generals also healed a ton. Shouts their side too, though, because they actually put up a pretty good fight, to be honest. A few of them struggled for sure. Like Talos was getting kind of countered pretty heavy, but Torvald was putting in work. So was the Ray. She was healing a ton. Ying was trying to do something. Tyra was too. The stats is actually not that uneven. It's just, yeah, it felt very, very unlevel because synergy was just crazy. But yeah, that match 100% showed you why I like Betty. She's very, very strong and very fun whilst also being powerful, which you can't say for certain characters that are really, really good. Sometimes they're not fun to play, but yeah, Betty for me is a very good match, even though, like I said, I don't pick her up that much because she is a little bit cheesy, a little bit repetitive. She's just a great character, in my opinion. There are the teams for Game 2, by the way. Payload, Greenwood, Outpost. We've got a Tyra, Dredge, Io, and Dro up against Barrack Generals for Victor and Amani. Gonna go for the same thing here with Fiery, and then this setup, we'll go Kronos, and then Death Hands with Double Nimble to start. That's pretty much the ideal thing, I think, for Betty. Lifelink, Godslayer, Bear Monster, Scuttle, then Power Cosmium, Spinning Ice, Cardio, Forge Fire, and what is that? Unyielding. I always forget the name of that one. Realised we've got a Dredge in this one too. We are really just the spammy comp. We'll throw the Q over. That route was kind of brutal, but what I was trying to say, and I've been trying to say for like freaking 50 seconds here, is I dropped off pretty hard from playing them when they nerfed Got a Bounce, just because I liked playing a super movement heavy and jumping around a ton. And when they changed that, and they sort of made her a little bit more of a blaster character with a less focus on the movement, I didn't like it as much. Even though she still has a ton, yeah, it just shifted her a bit. Don't really know how else to put it, but Vora's on me here. I think we can jump around and clear her right. If I can actually just land the shots. I don't know how I missed so many of those. Left click, right click. We're going to try and wiggle away. I think I'm dead though, right? Especially Victor is just going to sprint me down there. We don't have enough anti-heal to deal with his cardio. This early he can play pretty aggressive. He definitely knows he's tanky too, because he's like rushing people. He just ran down the Dredge, even though he got rid of the Vora, but yeah, what I was trying to say is I view Betty a little bit more of an anti-tank now because of Fiery, and she works better in some other scenarios that she didn't before because of, yeah, the sort of main way you play her, whereas before I sort of played her as a little bit more of an agile, aggressive blaster, a very different form than I kind of play her at the moment. I still try and incorporate the same sort of thing. If you see my other Betty videos, hopefully you get what I mean, but yeah, I still really, really like her a ton, just for sort of different reasons, even though obviously a lot of overlap still and a lot of similarities. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I've tried to explain myself, but I think I made it worse. We'll just jump on the Victor here. There we go. Tried to get rid of the Generals, but his grip kind of bugged me a bit. Landed the second shot. That is brutal that worked. We'll jump up the top. Throw a Q there. Left click, right click. Just crazy burst if we can get it. Couple taps here on the Barrack. He's gone. You don't have that much crazy self-damage, which is nice, which means you can play in super close areas and not get too punished for it. Tried to blast the doorway. It sort of worked. She's really low. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult, but yeah, don't get me wrong. I think if I played her more, I'd actually probably like this version of her more than the movement-focused one, just because you can just output crazy amount, and the tick is really, really nice. I just haven't put in the time to really do it. As you can see, you can just really push people. Fiery Disposition really does add up on like the damage side of things, and it kind of makes up for the fact that you have less movement, which is maybe too good anyway. She also does still have like a ton of movement, to be honest. She's not like a slow character at all. You just sort of can't play around as crazy as you could before, moving around like every 3 seconds, which is, you know, part of what I like. We're just going to run here from the dragon and blast as we retreat a bit. Don't know if I'm going to be able to clear it, but I'm trying to deal as much damage here as possible. The ticks definitely add up when we got the taunt. We'll throw the Q. I do need to actually hold them off as far away as possible. I didn't know why I wasn't playing like that at the start. I forgot that we're on freaking payload. That is the Generals going for the ult, which we dodged quite easily, but it also plays into the setup because it does add towards the card that gives you that 1 ammo gen, saves you a moment to level it a bit, so you can just have it level 1. I don't know why I'm playing so aggressive here, but shouts out for the heal. Big damage on him. We'll left click, right click. He should be dead, right? I think we can chase him if he's not. I guess we can also push the Amani here, who who's just gliding at the world's slowest pace. Yeah, there we go, we held it. It's kind of close for with the ult. Don't know damage on that shot for some reason, even though she doesn't have full immunity. That was a bit weird. We'll jump around a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually not getting lifesteal from the top. For some reason I thought I would. Don't know if you did it before, but got rid of the Victor there. We're just going to glide around a bit, throw it there. That isn't what I wanted to do, and my weapon is now bugged. Yeah, Betty still definitely has some jank, trying to get away from Amani. Right click there. Victor on the top, going to jump, try and finish him off. He's going to run away. All right, I think I should stay up here though, right? It's kind of a good spot for me to be. Vora just doing some stuff down there. Victor still just here. I thought we ran fully around, but apparently not. That is the Amani dragon. Again, we're going to have to just blast it and run. I couldn't get an angle on her there, but it is out. Either that or she despawned it. I thought I had one left. Apparently not. We'll Q just here. Dredge, ult. Actually kind of a sick one, to be honest. That was a really good spot to pop it. You couldn't really get out of it. I think he also just F'd. We're going to push on the Vora. Tried to, jump in, but I got gripped by the Jelos there. That was really, really scuffed, but we're actually all right. Big damage. He did just use his F. I don't know if I should really engage here. Don't know what I'm doing. We're just going to die. Yeah, okay. Jelos ult. Rip Tyra. This is very weird. I don't know why I saved my ult there, but I don't know why everyone else is too. It's not like we get to keep it. It's kind of my least favorite part about her kit. Always has been, to be honest, ever since she was released. Even though it's fine, it does work, and I don't think they should change it, but it just isn't for me, even though, yeah, they buffed it, they moved it around and changed some stuff. It just never really worked. That general script, by the way, kind of crazy. He does have the talent, but I don't know why I didn't expect him to be able to pull me from that far, even though he's buffing it by like 40%. Big damage there on the Amani. She is like on nothing. Can we finish her off? We can, but yeah, that grip has messed me up a couple times at this point. I did go for Death Hands too. I probably didn't need to. I could have probably gotten away with just having it one. Big damage there on the barrack. We're going to finish off the Vora. I think she's going to go that way, right? So we can just spam the doorway. I don't know what she's looking at. It's kind of a pretty map. You can see it pop in and out for some reason. Also, specifically on that side, when you load in, it always pops in for me, but let's keep pushing the point. I don't know if I should go zone them forward. I feel like I should just stick on it. We've got 6 minutes. We've got some decent time. Hello, Amani. Okay, you're going to root me, but it's fine because I can just blast you. Shouts IO for the heal. Good angle there. Barrack doing something. Yeah, we'll just shred through that shield and then we'll click right click over. Just hyper push him here. Try and zone him out a bit. We'll blast right there. Big damage. Left click, right click. That is a Vora who I didn't think was there. Oh my god, I'm out. My accuracy terrible. Victor sitting in the corner still. I don't know how he didn't get cleared there. He's on nothing though. Just gonna throw some more damage. I should have life rip because if the eye is not healing me, I have nothing. We're gonna mount up and run back. Oh, I'm dead anyway. She's chasing. Victor there sitting in the corner as if I don't see him. I don't know how I actually see him, to be honest. I don't know what's giving me the reveal. Left click, right click on the Vora. We're gonna have to run back to spawn. Hope she doesn't chase. I think we're all right, but yeah, damage-wise, I think we're kind of lacking. Even though we have a Dredge, a Tyra here, we should be outputting a ton. IO's healing a lot. Andrew's not really flanking, but we'll see with the stats in the end, I guess. Dropped the Q there. I was going to try and flank him a bit, but Vora caught me out. I don't know if she saw me or if that was just luck and coincidence. They're fighting on the left side. We'll left click, right click the doorway there. Push the barrack, who's playing kind of weird. I don't know why my F is always kind of jank. That's a General's ult, which I jumped back into. I do that all the time. I actually got 3. What an angle. Just going to run forward and spam as best we can. We need to kill the Amani. Get some more reload. Go in, left click, right click combo. That's an Amani dragon. I think she's just in there, right? I'm going to go for the ult. I don't know where she is. But it's going to blast here. That hit the dragon. Okay, is it out? I forget how much freaking health the dragon even has, but we're going to just kill the Amani instead. That's an easier thing. We got both. Vora and Amani out. There we go. Yeah, just kill the Amani next time. Victor ulting. Tyra got rid of him. Nice. We'll go for more nimble. Feel like the speed here is super useful. Betty specifically here today, though, has been really good fun. Amani, I think, is out. We're going to just go all the way up. Always remember to aim your goddamn things. I see not enough people do that when you can actually easily get extra, like, vertical or horizontal movement just by wiggling your aim a little bit. Definitely isn't high effort and quite easy to do. Jumped the Genos there. Nice. We're going to left click, right click for the barrack, who's going to throw his shield up, but I think we can probably clear him if I can just aim right. There we go. Maybe. One more hit. Trying to finish him off here. Kind of failing. Getting a bit of side damage on the turrets. Nice. We're going to go up with the ult. I think I do see the Amani. We're just going to run and just tap her, right? Finish her off. Yeah, there we go. That was kind of unnecessary, but hey, we cleared the Amani for free. Throw a Q over. Victor with the ult insta-cleared him. Oh, that's nasty. He popped it, I think, like nearly full health, and we just kind of shredded him. We're going to F up, get rid of the Vora, because I feel like she should be a priority here. Try and land the hits here, but having a bit of a hard time. Landed a couple. She's actually sort of low. We'll Q over. Left click, right click. Jones there again with the ult. We did kill him there just with the tick damage, I think, and also from the Q a bit. We'll go and push the point. Got rid of the barrack too. Shit, we're actually going to win this one, I think. Get rid of the... Yeah, Victor, never mind. I was just going to ult him off. But victory, there we go. We got it. I'm sort of surprised we pulled through with the win. It looked really rough in like the start and the middle section of that push there, but team came through and we clutched up. There are the stats. We shredded in that one. 18,722k. Shoutouts there to RAO. She definitely did the best alongside the Tyra. I always like when people wait till the end of the game to say it, but yeah, Andro and Dredge did alright, but they could have definitely done better on their side. For a star of the show for sure. Gems was also pretty good. Felt relatively even, but again, yeah, just a great showcase for Betty. I really should play her more because she is a ton of fun. I just wish she had a few more options when it comes to kit and not just like these two, which are pretty much the same. Even though I don't see this build that often with like full health and then buffing out the F, I would really recommend that you run it. These two like cards level 2 make such a big difference in giving you more movement. So does the ammo card in there. It comes through clutch quite often. And yeah, what else can I even add here? Pretty much the perfect Betty video that I was hoping for. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay frosty.